Hi everyone, today I'm going to be showing you every step you need to complete to unlock the Prismatic Snapdragon color changing mount in World of Warcraft. This mount was added to the game in patch 11.0.7 with the Siren Isle, and you can earn it by completing a string of 10 quests that can only be completed one at a time with a daily lockout, similar to Sinrunner Blanchi or Melee the Wanderer, and a few others from previous expansions. To get started, make sure you've completed the intro questline to the Siren Isle, which begins in Dornogal with a quest called The Expedition Awaits, which takes you to the zone. Continue this until you've unlocked world quests and weekly quests in the zone. Note that this unlock is character specific. If you're not sure if you've completed enough of the campaign in the Siren Isle yet, check if you've earned the achievement A Song of Secrets. And if you haven't earned the achievement, it means there are still campaign quests in the Siren Isle that you need to complete. Completing the campaign in the Siren Isle will then spawn a quest at the main quest hub, Flotsam Shoal in the Siren Isle, called a Lifeline, picked up from the Starving Snapdragon Runt. This quest is the Day 1 quest of the 10-day quest chain to unlock the mount. A Lifeline is a super simple quest to start with, as all you need to do is talk to Zexal Fingersnap on the barrel next to the Snapdragon, who will give you the quest item you need. Hand this in and the Snapdragon will grow. From this point onwards, you can only complete one quest per day with the Snapdragon. You don't have to complete them on consecutive days, but there is no catch-up mechanic, so even if you miss days, you'll still only be able to complete one quest per day. The next quest you'll be given is called Hungry Hungry Snapdragon, and this one will repeat on day 3, 5, 6, 8, and 9. Each time, you'll need to turn in 8 pieces of mystery meat snacks. You can farm these in the regular phase of the Siren Isle, but the drop rate for the item seems to be higher in the Storm phase of the Siren Isle. To get into the Storm, you'll need to complete activities like weekly quests, rares and treasures, and defeating regular mobs in the Siren Isle until you activate the Storm event. I found that the beach outside the Forgotten Vault around 4234 was a great farming spot, as there are lots of mobs there with fast respawn times. It's not possible to preemptively farm the mystery meat snacks you need until you have the quest asking you to hand them in, so you'll need to wait until you've picked up the quest before you can start working on this farm. It's also only possible to farm the 8 mystery meat snacks you need each day. You can't farm them for later days at the same time. But regardless, I found that I got all the meat I needed for each quest in 5 minutes of farming or less, so it shouldn't take you long to complete. On day 4, you'll have a quest called Snap to It. For this one, you need to hand in 5 meaty rations to the Snapdragon, which can be earned from the invading forces, either pirates, Naga or Vrykul, in the regular phase of the Siren Isle. Completing this quest transforms the Snapdragon into a maturing Prismatic Snapdragon. Day 7 spawns the Temper Like a Tempest quest. This one asks you to enter the Sea Fury Tempest, or the Storm phase of the Siren Isle, and slay creatures to pick up storm-infused mystery meat. Handing this in will convert the Snapdragon into a mature Prismatic Snapdragon. Finally, on day 10, you'll pick up the quest to unlock the Snapdragon, as well as the Teal Snapdragon Treat, which you can use to change the colour of the mount when summoned. There are 8 colour variants of the mount, including the default teal colour that you get when you unlock the mount, and they can each be picked up from different content across the Siren Isle. To turn your Snapdragon red, you need the Crimson Snapdragon Treat, which can drop from any pirate mobs during the pirate invasion on the Siren Isle. The Sandy Snapdragon Treat can be found in the Seafarer's Cache, which is underwater in the sea around the Siren Isle. This treasure will only become available to you once you've unlocked the Blessing of the Sea Dweller buff from questing through the Siren Isle. Next up, The Muddy Snapdragon treat can drop from Vrykul themed mobs in the non-storm phase of the Siren Isle. And even if the Vrykul invasion isn't currently active, it can still be found on Vrykul mobs in the zone, which you can find near the entrance to the Forgotten Vault. Any Naga themed mobs during the Naga Siren Isle invasion can drop the Royal Snapdragon treat to turn your Snapdragon a deep purple colour. For the Storm infused Snapdragon treat, any mob during the Storm phase has a chance to drop this regardless of which invasion is active. The Inky Snapdragon treat requires you to have collected the Trash Master's mantle from the Operation Mechagon Workshop dungeon. This is a cloak that instantly unlocks the Trash Master title. You don't need to have the cloak or the title equipped, you just need to have the item either in your inventory or have previously unlocked the Trash Master title. With this prerequisite, find Gazik's Fuse Grease running around Flotsam Shoal in the Siren Isle. You'll then unlock some dialogue with him that will lead you to be given the Inky Snapdragon treat. Lastly, we have the Kaja-Cola Braised Snapdragon treat. This one comes from completing the quest Redemption Guaranteed with Blinky Greasefingers in Flotsam Shoal. The quest is picked up from an empty Kaja-Cola can which can be found during the Vrykul invasion in the non-storm phase of the Siren Isle. Turn this into Blinky in Flotsam Shoal to earn the Kaja-Cola Braised Snapdragon treat. Now that we've covered all the treats you can find, remember that once you've unlocked a Snapdragon treat, you can then use the item in your inventory to change the colour of the mount next time it is summoned. And although the treat has a one-time use, it can be repurchased from Zexal Fingersnap in Flotsam Shoal for 5 Flame Blessed Iron each, so you don't need to refarm the treats each time. And there we have it. That is how you can unlock the Prismatic Snapdragon colour changing mount in World of Warcraft. Thank you for watching, and as always, if you have any questions or advice of your own that you'd like to share, please leave a comment below. Also, if you'd like to catch me live one day, you're always welcome over on my Twitch channel, which is linked below along with all of my other socials. For now though, I wish you a wonderful rest of your day and I hope to see you again soon. Bye!